Thanks for joining in. This is 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.4. This is Blood Moon Day 119 on Darkness Falls. It is 21:24, so almost time for the Blood Moon to get started here. We got a few minutes. If you've watched some of my other videos, this is basically the Tunnel of Terror, as I've called it. I did a few upgrades on this Darkness Falls server because the zombies are pretty difficult. Um, everything here, all this blue is titanium, so everything's updated to titanium, which gives you 25,000 hit points, so it takes quite a bit for the zombies to get through there. The only thing we'll have to keep an eye out for are some of the Darkness Falls created zombies. Don't trigger the darts or get shocked, so they can come through untouched and come up this ramp up here. I've had a few of them come up. Um, Junk turrets help out, obviously, with her positioning. It helps with both the vultures and any zombies that make it through. Um, they do get hit by a dart though, so if one of the Darkness Falls guys is walking through the front here and another guy's in the back and trips it, the darts from the front will hit them. They just won't trip them by themselves. So it looks like we still have a couple more minutes. I have this radio down here for the time, 21:39, so we have a couple more minutes. But you know, if you haven't seen this before, take a look at my channel. There's a how to build video on this. I did make it slightly wider and taller for Darkness Falls. There are bigger zombies in here. They're 1 block taller, so you'll see some zombies are actually 3 blocks tall. So I had to make this tunnel 4 blocks tall so they could actually jump over that bar and continue to path through. Um, and I made it wider just to handle the higher zombie count. I don't think this Blood Moon's going to be terrible in terms of how many zombies we see, but we will probably see the full gamut of all the zombies that Darkness Falls has to offer. Right now, I am currently level 198, game stage 632. So I've seen some of the most difficult zombies. I believe I've seen them all, but we'll see. I've seen some pretty nasty ones that take quite a bit of damage and have quite a bit of hit points on them. So we'll see what this one, what this Blood Moon has to offer. Sun is almost down, so we should be getting started here pretty quick. It is 21:55, so we just got a couple seconds here till this starts. For this whole Blood Moon, I'm generally just going to sit in here. It offers me visual protection so I don't get spit and vomited on. Zombies will path up, come up here into this tunnel. So this gives me some nice visual protection. Here it starts. And the junk turrets take care of any vultures that come swooping by me. So you can see the zombies coming right now, blues, greens. Oh, I heard a screamer already. That was fast. So you can just see I'll let these guys go for the most part. There's the screamer. She's dead. But that was a radiated one, so she's going to come back with some pretty good spawns on that scream. Here's... Oh. Looks like the bars actually stop vomit on Darkness Falls. And I could spend more time up top over here. I mean, this is a pretty big platform. The zombies, I've tried this on other servers. They don't try to bash these pillars. These are pretty robust pillars. They will still, even if they see me up here, they will still try to run over to this tunnel and get through. I do need to kind of keep an eye on this though, because sometimes guys do run through. You'll see it eventually with this Blood Moon. Guys will just jump right through this little obstacle course because they don't trip anything. This guy's a big guy. I mean, you see these. That guy was 3 blocks tall. Sometimes I like to shoot him in the head just because they're so conveniently teed up for us, but I will have to take a look at the repairs on these electric fences. They do take damage. Again, if you've watched my other videos, you'll notice that those do need frequent repairs throughout the Blood Moon. Sometimes it does glitch out. There's another screamer. She didn't see me, so that's good. That's the other benefit with... I'll try to get rid of some of that shock damage down there. That's the other benefit with this design is not only can the vomiters or spitters not see, like this guy right here, I need to take him out. And he's dead. He flies through the wall, which is always funny. That's weird. A bag dropped. I wonder what's in there. Couple headshots. And I am using AP ammo, if you can't tell from the bottom right corner. Mods on the guns, you know, I have 3 different. They each offer fire, frost, or shock. And then these are the typical mods. I got the armor shredder that adds penetration. Let me go back. Just wanted to make sure something wasn't going through. The advanced brass catcher. That one's really sweet. It catches every brass item you shoot. So every time I shoot a bullet, the brass casing gets kept, which is really cool. Not really sure what this guy's doing. Shoot him in the head a couple times. There's another one. She's a huge person. I gotta take her out. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna check the repair back here really quick. Not bad on that one, only a couple points. Only a couple points there. These first ones usually take the majority of it because they hit the first wire as they come in. 157, yeah, that's not bad. It's interesting that they are even sometimes still turning around to bash this wall. These are all titanium bars, so even the bars have 25k hit points. Once the titanium goes away, then it's the stainless steel, which is another 10,000. Then it's the steel, which is another 7,000, and then it's the iron, which is 2,500. So there's a combined, almost 50,000 hit points on each bar. Plus the arrow slits, I make them 2 deep to offer extra protection. And you can see that guy flew back into the dart traps. There's his head. That's always funny. Here's another one. And there he goes flying. He's dead. More guys are coming. This will be a nice little pile of loot bags down here when it's all said and done. This is super efficient on ammo. Obviously, I'm barely using any. Make sure that one guy isn't destroying the walls. That's the only thing I got to be careful with on this base is sometimes they, for whatever reason, want to bang on walls down here rather than come up. So I got to watch out for that and look out for it. Sometimes you can hear it. Turn my light off so they can't see me quite as well, but yeah, I've really found to like those industrial lights for lighting. They use a little bit more power than spotlights, but they're just such a smaller footprint and they do a better job lighting directly in the area, so I kind of like those. That's what I have around the base now. They use 7 watts each. Spotlights use 5, but they seem to do a little bit better job lighting up, and I think they're a little bit more durable. So you can see more guys, bunch of crawlers coming. There's the vulture. Shot him. He's probably about to spit at me. Whoa! He jumped through the. He literally jumped through the iron bars. That was crazy. Alright, we got more guys coming in here. Take care of that guy. He flew back. I have never seen a jumper jump through iron bars before. Actually, these are at least steel bars. There's a bear, dead bear. Make some farm plots out of their asses later, if they still stay there. That guy's got to be shot. He does not trip anything. He's dead. I see more vulture spit. Where you at? Dead. Still day 119, so not quite at midnight, but it should be getting close. That's a big guy. Sure feel thankful I have this base protecting me. See, he doesn't trip anything. And they have a pretty good hit for damage. In previous Blood Moons, before I upgraded those bars to titanium, I had them at steel. And they actually busted them straight through the steel, the concrete, everything. And they busted a couple bars out early on. So, oh, I can hear something shorting out. Something glitch. Sometimes they... Yeah, look at that. Look at that, how fast that's going. Sometimes they glitch out like that and they just lose all of their durability like instantly. Get those all fixed up. Take those guys out. Oh. Yeah, that's where I love those junk turrets. They do such a good job taking care of the vultures. Not that they do a ton of damage, but it's always nice to have something watching your back so you don't have to look out for them that much. Oh, there's a demon. Oh, he's shooting fireballs at me. I'm going to shoot him back. Gotta be careful with these shots to make sure I don't activate a Demolisher's button with this AP ammo. It does penetrate through them. Haven't seen many Demolishers, but quite frankly, they're not the toughest zombies in this game anymore. Their explosions have to be dealt with, but beyond that, I don't think they're the hardest. Nice little pile of loot bags already. I've definitely seen more, but we got a lot of ways to go. No, I'm just shooting them because I'm a little bored. You see how fast they all die. So I got the freezing gun on right now. This has a liquid nitrogen mod on it. You can see that one. So every once in a while you'll see that guy jumped over. See that guy's frozen. This is the fire. Every once in a while you start him on fire. See that? And then this one's the shock. If you hit him and it procs, they'll shock in place for like 4 seconds. Stuns them. Stuns them the same way the electric fences do, actually, which is actually pretty sweet. I have found that it seems... See, you can see that guy's shocked. Those dead bodies, it's awesome. Oh, and she died. That's fine. All these piggies. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little piggies. Somehow I collected 5 iron right there. I'm not sure where that came from. Just missed his explosion. That's fine. It's all steel. Oh, apparently I missed his too. At least it's just a cop and not a demolisher. Big cop. So one thing I've noticed is pretty much all the zombies have a larger version of themselves. I haven't noticed one of the Demolisher yet. I've only noticed one version of the Demolisher, but doesn't mean there's not one coming out. This is a big cop. Yeah, he's 3 blocks tall. Couple headshots. I heard a Demolisher. There he is. Look at that, jumping on each other's heads. Just don't blow up the Demolisher. You can bang on those bars all you want. Wow, these are some big cops. Jumping around, not sure what to do, realizing they're in sudden death. They'll die. Not really sure what you guys are doing, but sometimes that happens. They seem to think the corners of the walls are fun to hit. Let me get back inside here so minimize the vomit and spit. Oh! He ain't messing around. And that's a demon right there. I'm gonna let him go and see what happens. There he goes. It took a long time for him to die. Wow. Way longer than a Demolisher, it seems like. Make sure there's nothing funky going on around here. Looks like everything's going well. There's no zombies coming through the path. Check the time really quick. Hopefully I don't lock up. It is one. Oh, it's almost over. Just a few minutes left. This Blood Moons here end at 2 a.m. So a little bit shorter than some of the other ones. Some of them go to 4 or whatnot, but we also have longer days here. 90-minute days, so. Obviously freezing them. Freezing works really good on the demons, it seems like. Wow, that did a lot of damage down there. That explosion. And some body part is still bouncing around. Actually, there's nobody coming through. This is actually not that bad of a Blood Moon, all things considered. I've seen a lot harder. It especially gets harder when you get a couple people on here. And that's the end of the Blood Moon. Just got these last couple guys to clean up, and I'll let them go through and maybe shoot him in the back of the head. There you go. I think that's it. Take a quick peek around. A couple loot bags scattered that I shot guys from, but otherwise that is the Blood Moon. Jump down here. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Not surprising. Oh, looks like this one got picked on a little bit. I wonder why this one in particular. Maybe I'll upgrade these blocks. That's usually what I do is I take a quick look around, and if something got damaged a significant amount, I upgrade it. I don't see anything else in here. Minor here. Maybe we had some vomit or spit or an explosion in here. There seems to be a lot of scattered damage down here. This laser multi-tool is pretty sweet. It's a little bit faster to do things. Let's see how much damage. Ooh, these took half their damage almost. That's surprising. Every single one of these from that explosion. So I think that was one of the bombers. So I'll probably have to upgrade that to steel at some point. Looks like we got a little bit of a wandering horde coming. That guy's on fire. Just put a bullet in all of them. Just piss them off. What we got over here? Got a bunch more guys. Got a bear, a couple cops, and looks like they're all dead. Pick up these loot bags, and then I'll head back. Alright. Usually some pretty good loot in here. It looks like I got a little bit of repairs to do. At least the steel held up well. But last Blood Moon, this was all sand, and I had a bunch of potholes around because of some explosions. So I'll work on keep upgrading it. Every Blood Moon I upgrade more, but you can see with all these loot bags, probably should turn this off so I don't accidentally go in and zap myself. But I'll just fill this up, and then I'll unload. Fill this up, unload. Looks like I'm full already. So. All right, well, that's all I got for today. Thanks for joining in. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time.